Welcome everyone to Essential Erin Intuitive's Halloween treat. I'm going to use a novelty deck based on one of my all-time favorite TV shows, Supernatural. I realize not everyone is familiar with it, so I'll do my best to give a quick bio on the featured characters as I go. I hope you all enjoy it, and now it's time to carry on my wayward viewers. Hello Taurus, thank you for stopping in, checking on me to see what's going on with you and Spirit this week. So it looks like we are going to be starting with the King of Goblets, with the Ten of Goblets, the Eight of Pentagrams, Justice, the Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Goblets. So starting out with your King of Goblets, we see the Alpha Vampire, and he actually creates an enormous lasting legacy of vampires whom he considers his children, and he cares for them deeply. So this kind of reminds us to be kind and diplomatic, because you never know what you can accomplish if you always manage to keep the status quo. So with the King of Goblets, we're seeing that strong family tie, the way that the pride of building your family line up. Again, that actually almost makes me think this might be something family oriented, because immediately when I was thinking about the card reminding you to be kind and diplomatic, I think about family gatherings. Thanksgiving is coming up. I don't know if folks really, well, some people do have Halloween parties, family-wise. So this might be talking about that too, or close friends. So being kind and diplomatic. So you may not be agreeing with someone who you care about very deeply. The King of Goblets is saying that you need to remember to who that person is to you, who they mean to you, what they mean to you, and then remember that you're not always right, and even if you are, it's a good idea to just kind of keep it on the DL, just relax, let people think they're right if it's helpful, or steer them in a more diplomatic way. And then we have your goblets, and so we are talking about happiness and harmonious relationships and the healthy emotional balance that we crave. So Taurus, you do like things in just such a way, and so to have that balance within the family, within that circle of your loved ones, it's very, very sought after. It's something that definitely makes you happy to have a nice, balanced, healthy relationship. So this sounds like the start of a period of deep emotional fulfillment. So you're going to be finding more value in all the things you already felt value in, things that you already invested your heart and your soul and your trust in. So it's just more of that, craving it and being able to really start to feel it come to you. So you're going to be feeling more emotional. Definitely. You have the King of Goblets, then you have the Ten of Goblets, everything telling you that it's time for you to spend more time with your peeps, more time with your people. That's what I'm seeing right there with your goblets right there, more time with your people. And then we have the Eight of Pentagrams, and that is represented by Jo Harvell, and she's a brave and independent woman, and she became a hunter just like her father, even though her mother, that was the last thing her mother wanted. She really didn't see, she didn't like that her husband was doing it, first of all, and then to have her daughter go and follow his footsteps, not really what she was hoping for. So she does come around, and of course she accepts the fact that Jo does want to hunt. But the card, the Eight of Pentacles, is asking you to embrace that strong-willed spirit and find your career path, find the way you want to go. So in this case, the Pentacles are talking about your financial realm in the way of career, the way of business. So I'm feeling, Taurus, like maybe even because you are feeling more emotional, you're feeling more connected to your family in particular, you're feeling closer to your own roots. Maybe that's why this is a good time for you to think about a new career, to follow your passion and see where it leads. What did you dream of being when you were little? Is it something that is still the thought, the idea still appeals to you? I mean, if you dreamt of being, I don't know what kids dream of being a lawyer when they grow up, but there's some out there. We wouldn't have the fantastic lawyers that are out there. An astronaut, especially nowadays, it's not that uncommon to go to West Point and go to NASA. So really, things like that, it's not that unbelievable. So maybe it is time to allow yourself to dream a little bit. What do you want to be when you grow up? Then we have Justice, and that is represented by our little ray of sunshine, Sheriff Donna Hanscom. And she's a very and just peacekeeper with a very, very strong moral compass. And so she is, really a good basis for this card, especially because she is an officer of the law. So she's reminding you, and Justice is reminding you to check in with your own moral compass. If something doesn't feel right to you, if your gut is not with it, then you should really reevaluate whether or not you should be doing it. So you want to make sure that you act on your values. You don't want to do something that deep at your core is not you, not what you want, not what will make you happy. So definitely be strong and have that will, that very, I'll go my own path, go on my own pathway, but just remember that it's something that involves your passion. You don't want to go down the wrong road for something that you don't want, period. And then with the 6 of Pentagrams, we're talking about balance and flow. So in that case, we're talking about being able to recognize where you are financially and act accordingly. So if you are in a position where you are feeling very abundant, or you are abundant, then you should be more charitable. It should be just in your nature, part of who you are, part of being a fellow human being, to lend a hand when you can, especially financially. But that 6 of Pentacles is also reminding you that it's okay when you need help, when you feel like especially in the finance realm, or financial realm, if you feel like you are not, if you need help, if you need help, then you should be comfortable reaching out for that help and accept it when needed. And then we have the 4 of Goblets ending up the reading, and that's Donatello. And in this case, we know that Donatello lost his soul during his trials and tribulations as a prophet of God. And so he loses his soul, he loses his way, he loses his lust for life. And he also lost his moral compass. He's lacking in that area. So he seems apathetic and uncaring, but he really can't help that because he has lost his soul. And of course, you don't realize what that would be. How would you react? How would you feel if you did not have a soul? Because, who even thinks about that? But it gives him that appearance, and it kind of makes him feel that way. So what I feel the 4 of Goblets is representing, and what Donatello is telling us, is that you need to reconnect with things that inspire you. Because once you make that connection and you get in that area, then you will feel that spark ignite, and that will help you find your path back to your individuality and your duty to your family, and just a driving passion and wanting to do what's right. So that is what I am seeing for you this week, Taurus. Happy Halloween!